a couple of days ago.
Wow,
Yeah.
so cool! I didn't see. And your dress matched with my clouds.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And you're in heaven
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
background.
exactly. This is my favorite filter of Google Meet. Let's start speaking about what you're doing now.
So I think the easiest term to describe what I'm doing in general is that I'm a fashion futurist.
Yeah.
This means I interconnect fashion, arts, and technologies together. So I'm a creator. I do everything starting from virtual fashion to augmented reality fashion, all in between. Anything XR, experimenting with artificial intelligence. So this filter was created with artificial intelligence algorithm. These are some visualizations of how AI sees crystals and the way crystals grow. So those are my creative part, but I also do trend forecasting and innovation consultancy.
Yeah.
Again, anything that is connected to AR, VR, AI, or fashion tech, art history, marketing, crypto, all in one. So I'm a
Wow.
bridge between fashion and
Yeah.
tech.
Yeah, so nice. And how did you start to develop your passion in technology and in fashion? If there is like if you start with one thing before, or I don't know, in the same time you started fashion and digital together.
Yeah, so I've been in the fashion industry for 10 years. I started studying fashion design in my high school. So this is where I learned all the pattern making, cutting, all the materials. This was the base knowledge that I then used to expand. And when I got into art academy in Prague, which was also dedicated to fashion design, my first project that was connected technology was 3D printing. It was around 6, 7 years ago that I was creating 3D printed garments. I was the only one in the country who was doing it, so it was quite of a challenge. No one really knew how to apply those physical properties of a garment into something as specific as and technical as 3D printing. So this is where I started.
Yeah.
Then I had a project, and I might share a screen with you.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
right. So this was one of my digital collections.
Yeah.
What it means to be digital. So there were outfits that existed in the real world, but then all the visitors in the fashion show, they had a QR code which led them to AR filters, so they could see the fashion show in real life, but also through AR filter to visualize how it looked like. I'll show you a video. So this print was generated with artificial intelligence and then applied to real garments. You can have virtual clothing, but it's more fun to already have something in your wardrobe and be able to transform it into something new without the need to buy new clothes all over.
Yeah.
Uh, it's fun and it's sustainable. So those are the two main points in my works that I think are really important. Fashion is all about fun.
Yeah.
Uh, has to be. The world is already such a gray and ugly place, so fashion is a bit of an escapism for us. So why not to make it even more fun with virtual reality or AR? So
Yeah,
with
yeah, and
fidget.
I really can see that you are doing everything with really lots of fun and passion. So this is the main thing, I think. Yeah.
One of the other fun projects was I'll show you this one. So it was called Hey Siri. So I literally had a dream team consisting of AI girls of Siri, Alexa, and Alisa.
Yeah.
So AI virtual assistants, and I was asking them, girls, if you had an actual human body, how would you look like? What would you wear? What would be your favorite color? And I created this 3D model of a body,
My God,
uh,
so nice. Yeah.
how they would want to look like. Uh, and then I've transformed this print into a series of loungewear garments. So
Okay. Wow.
they said they would want to look as beautiful as clouds and a sunset. So I applied that into the colorway. It was really
Yeah.
fun. I didn't expect them to be as uh, as open to new things as I thought that they would. So those were some photo shoots
Wow.
from this collection. Um,
I love these colors, really. I love all these colors. And so you take inspiration from like nature, so sunset, clouds.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's later connected to technology. So here you might see a 3D printed lobster
yeah.
picture. So yeah, so it's a 3D printed nature recreating something that is out there but in a different way.
Wow.
There are some details of the print from this collection.
That's
So
nice.
this is probably the most experimental and fun. For the previous one, I first have created artificial landscapes using generative art tools. So I've created those digital paintings.
Okay, so how does it work, the generative art, for maybe people that doesn't know?
So I personally started to code, although it's a very hard thing to do. So there is plenty of sources where you can find basic tools on how to start with coding. There is GitHub with some open source codes. So you find what you want, you apply it to the work you want, and voila, you can create endless possibilities with it.
Yeah.
So those were some speculative art futures, how the future would look like, and then I translated that into fashion textile prints.
Okay.
This
Okay.
this looked more like some floral universe like field. You cannot tell if it's underwater or if it's on the flower field or if it's in the universe, which I really like because it connects all the three dimensions.
I love it. Yeah, no, I really like, because me too. I do art, and I'm trying to join performance art, so physical and digital. Um, and I maybe I can show you later. I made my portfolio, and I made my portfolio with some picture that I took in the last months. And when I've been to the Museum of Future of Dubai, there was a part with nature and technology. So I put all these kind of flower plants in the water. So I think maybe I can show you. You can take some
I'm really excited to
inspiration.
see it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I
Good.
really like it.
I'm very curious about this museum. I would love to go and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, everyone should. For me, that travel was really inspiring, and
Yeah,
because it's impressive how a city grows so fast with like the highest level of technology, architecture, and art. So
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. And I'd say the fashion industry in Dubai is also growing. There is the demand. There's people who want to look different from others, so it's also a great place to grow.
yeah,
Absolutely. This is now some screenshot from the video again, merging the realities. This is the process of how I was creating it. I was prototyping the
yeah.
augmented reality fabric collection, and then I've applied this filter to see how the silhouettes would look like. It's just a working process, some
Wow.
sketches. It's always a lot of work, very exciting one. But then you see the final result. But it's also really fun to look in between the insider's process of how everything works. Like
Yeah,
uh, then another show that I had this September. It was during Mercedes-Benz Prague Fashion Week. I
yeah.
had my model presented. So half of the dress was black and had a QR filter on, and the filter then again was applied to create the other part to move and to have this AR filter. I'll show
Okay.
you later. The other
So
part,
So
yeah,
you could see the like in real, the filter that should be in virtual, right? If I got
yeah. So
it.
one side was this. So it was a print
Okay.
which was also embellished with the Preciosa crystals, which attract a lot of light and then they reflect it.
Yeah.
So it's a filter in real life by itself. But
Wow.
also once you've applied the filter, it looked like this.
Yeah. Oh my god, amazing. Yeah.
Is your screen small or is it visible enough?
No, no, it's visible enough. It's smaller than before, but it's visible enough. Yeah.
Real life, pigmented one.
Wow.
Yes. The
Beautiful.
hat had partially the print was colorful and the other part was black, so the filter was seen. So it's again merging the realities.
Wow. That's great.
Um, it was a fun project. I got to work with those crystals, which was also an art process by itself. So I first had to create the digital print,
Yeah.
and then on that, in the computer program and in the vector program, I had to create each and every dot for every glitter, for
Mhm.
every color we needed to do, and
Yeah.
then it all was created on such a transform foil. Then I had to apply directly on the fabric, so it's perfectly placed. It was beautiful.
Okay.
It's
Wow,
it's
oh
a
my God, directly applied. So yeah, you need also to be careful. Oh my God, I don't know if I could do it. Wow, but I think it's so nice.
Then you have a hot press, so those are hot fixed stones, which means you put it on the garment and then you
Yeah.
use um, huge hot press. You hold it. You hope the fabric is strong enough to hold all the heat at the same time, so the crystals stay in place. But it's beautiful. It's extremely heavy because this is not plastic. This is crystal, so
Yeah.
the dress is maybe like 10 kilos, but it's worth it.
Oh God, oh my God, wow, amazing. And
On
so
the other part, yeah, it's too little now, but on the other part, on the black part, there was a QR code, which
so you
was
can
also made of
scan it,
crystal.
yeah.
And this I had to create by myself with the tweezers. So the whole
Okay.
QR code was created
So the
piecing
QR code lead you to the like Twitter and stuff? Okay.
to AR filter.
Ah,
I
to the
chose
air filter.
Instagram.
Okay.
I chose Instagram because that's the most popular platform here.
Okay.
Snapchat is also great, but it's not as popular in Europe, I'd
Yeah.
say, as in the US. So I'm looking for just web solutions, so you don't have to have any apps out
Yeah.
there. But this is so far the easiest way of how to reach the biggest amount of people and customers. Yeah. Because I'm
Okay,
now
great.
considering to create another collection, which would be completely virtual, which you can try on in the virtual space. But the
Yes.
best technology,
Yeah. So we'll be on Somnium that one.
hopefully, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It
Okay.
would have been cool to have it there, but also to have a virtual try-on in AR.
Okay.
You
Wow.
can try it on yourself, not just on your avatar.
And what you're thinking about? If you can say something, what are you thinking about? Like a team or I don't know. If you can
Somnium.
spoiler something, let's
Sure.
say.
So I became a fashion consultant, fashion advisor for
Yeah.
Somnium Space, the metaverse company. Uh, they are amazing because you can have unlimited amounts of creativity applied to your avatars, unless other metaverse spaces where you only have a very limited amount of shapes and body types. There you can experiment till you're bored of it, which I don't think anyone would be ever bored to
Mhm.
create the virtual identity of themselves. So we will create something related to fashion.
Yeah.
Not many spoilers to be added,
Okay. Yeah. 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 That's
but
fine.
we are working on several things will that will move the virtual fashion industry a bit further again.
Okay, wow. Yeah, can't wait to see something, really. And so for your future project will be about this. And how do you see yourself in like 5 years? What's your dream, let's say?
Yeah, I'm moving back to the big screen.
Yeah,
Um, so my dream is to create fashion industry a bit more fun and sustainable place to be. We
yeah,
don't really need as many garments as we already have. So if the production of all the clothing in the world stopped right now in this very second, we would have clothing to wear up until hundreds of years up front. We don't really need to produce any more clothing. We just need to be more cautious about what we wear, how we wear it. Um, some people say that in the metaverse you can be whoever you want to be, so it doesn't even have to be an actual human body. You can be a lizard. There is a beautiful collection of lizard avatars, by the way, in Somnium Space.
yeah,
I love them. They're extremely detailed, and that's the fun part. You can be a lizard, and
yeah,
you can move your body and feel like you're the lizard.
yeah.
Just in the real life, you can wear the same old hoodie all the time if it's comfy.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you will do something really lovely. And I think you are so talented. So, and I'm happy to that you are here today. So, thank
Yeah.
you so much,
And I love
Natalia.
your work.
Yeah.
I love your work, and I love your work a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm
But I
actually
need to
working with
go
a
well
performance artist.
What?
Yeah. So I've been actually working with a performance artist
Yeah.
once, also merging actual fashion. So we created a green screen out of a dress that she was wearing in on stage, and then we've
Okay.
translated it into a virtual thing. So we can create something
Yeah,
also
sure.
exciting.
Sure, I would love also because um, you know the performance that I made in Prague.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. A guy here that worked for the NFC conference um, asked me if I can do something here in Lisbon. He's crazy, I think, because he said me, oh, maybe you can do the performance and we can build a sort of small exhibition around you. So I was, oh my god, what me? And so he said me, yeah, we can start to develop the philosophy around the project. So why we want you for performing and stuff. And then we can start to like take a place and take a sponsors and stuff. So what I want to do is doing my performance, but also put in the place also other small stuff. So maybe, and another thing, and I want to work with other artists. I don't want that I'm just alone there and just me, because what I like is working with other people, working with other minds, other creative person. And because I feel like I am a platform, like mental platform. I believe in like, I don't know in English what is the word, but it's like
Say it in Italian.
um, sarebbe l'arte contributiva, cioè, ok.
Is it collaborative art?
Yeah, exactly. Collaborative art is what,
Okay.
yeah, is what I like. So maybe we can think to do something together and just continue with this team that is the I'm all in. It's technology and nature, and we can do something for sure together. When I will come back here in Prague. Yeah.
Good.
So.
I think the future of arts and honestly the future of the whole society is light in collaborations. Alone we can create something, but together we can create something and x 10 times. The future is being together and creating something great together.
Yeah, exactly. Also, because you have the chance to grow. Because if you work alone, it's fine, it's good. You need to work alone, but the other people, it's good to have other people around because thanks to them you can grow and you can also experiment other stuff. So yeah, I'm totally agree. And another question that I wanted to ask It's how was NFT Paris?
It was great, but it was just one day. So comparing to NFC NF conference in Lisbon, it was much shorter. It
Yeah,
was a little bit more, I would say, strict.
yeah,
Um, Here in Paris, I've attended all the panel discussions that I really wanted to attend.
yeah,
Whereas in Lisbon, I really want to attend some, but there was too many exciting people to talk to that
yeah,
didn't have the time to do both. So I think if the conference was again 2 days or 3 days,
yeah,
it would take much more out of it. But it
yeah,
was again, it was a full week. It was a blockchain week summit in Paris.
yeah,
So the day before there were 2 days during the weekend with a hackathon. Then there was an NFT Paris day, and
yeah.
then the rest was the blockchain conference itself. It was great. I love the location. It was in the former stock exchange,
Okay.
which is very ironic because now we're there. We're talking about crypto, so it's the future of money and the future of finances.
Yeah, so
And
it was more crypto stuff. And about fashion, there was something because also
yeah,
Paris is one of the capital of fashion. So I don't
yeah.
know if was great like in Lisbon because in
The
Lisbon they spoke a
speakers
lot about fashion, right?
Yeah, the speakers were amazing, both in Paris and in Lisbon.
Yeah,
So in Paris, because that's the capital of fashion, there were people from Kering, there were people from LVMH Group. So those are the two huge conglomerates that own most of the luxury fashion brands out there.
yeah,
They're always in Paris. So there was a talk about NFTs and luxury, and you hear about how NFT world will influence luxury, not just in fashion but in jewelry and travels, from the people who actually are in the very forefront of the industry. So that was fun. There was also a stand by a company that create white brand solutions for brands
yeah,
to have little showrooms, which is also the future of retail because that's more sustainable and fun to try on something online before you
yeah,
purchase. Then you reduce the amount of garments that are sold back to the store just because when you try it on in real life it doesn't fit.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
easier to try something on before you purchase. You save up the amount of CO2 and the energy to send something somewhere and then send something back. So
yeah.
that yeah.
Or what's your vision about NFT?
Yeah. So I'm planning to drop a collection of wearable NFTs
Yeah,
soon. I don't want to make it quick just because everyone is talking about NFTs now. I've
yeah,
been in this space for more than 2 years, so
yeah,
it's nothing new and hype for me. So I'm going slowly to deliver something that has quality
yeah.
and not just the quantity. There is a lot of NFT projects too that have 10,000
Yeah, oh my god,
pictures
it's
or
crazy.
videos. So I would prefer to have a drop of 10 garments
Yeah,
that would be, however, high quality and variable and different across different multiverses. But I do own myself a couple of variable NFTs
yeah,
uh, by the Fabricant. The Fabricant is one of the most famous digital fashion houses out there.
yeah,
They are based in Amsterdam. I've been following them since the very beginning, and now they have finally opened a marketplace where you can co-create the garment with other
okay.
artists, and then you can mint it on the platform, and then you can either wear it somewhere or you can resell it. So I was
Wow.
the lucky one to be in the very first drop of their collection, the season zero, and I could choose between different silhouettes that they have created, and shapes and colors, and also prints. Some of the prints were created by very famous digital artists, so it was a very fun thing to collaborate on that.
Yeah. My
So
god,
yeah,
it's cool. Yeah. And you
do you own? Sorry, do you own any NFTs?
um you mean that I collect? Yeah, I just have one and now I want to do like my NFTs for my performance. So I'm thinking about find a sort of utility around and don't have just the picture. I mean, I think that many of the theme about utilities is really good when you are selling something that is not proper art, but I do art. So first of all, there is the picture, and I want to improve for each performance that I will do the quality and the also the resource, because when I started I just have like a park and a simple TV. So first of all, I want to grow with the quality of the pictures, and then I would like also create a sort of utility around, but I don't want that people buy because of the utility. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. You want to
So
create the initial value and
yeah.
have some bonus points, some
Well,
utility.
you,
Uh,
mm,
Create the value first so that people don't want just to have some extra value out of the NFT. They want the NFT itself.
Yeah,
Is it the
I
right?
think the
Yeah.
utility will be in particular for other artists. I mean, because how I was saying before, I love work with other artists, right? So I think that if a person like what I do can buy first of all the NFT and then have in future the opportunity to work, like if I do an exhibition with me or if I work for a project, we can collaborate together. So it will be like a sort of collaboration, but first of all you need to like what I do, you need to like my person, and yeah, basically. I think I'm not clear now in my mind what will be, what would look like, for sure, but yeah, I think this is their direction, let's say.
I think you will come there naturally as you continue on creation.
Yeah,
It's a nature process to then think
yeah.
how to utilize it and put into space. And it's all about the community, really, especially in the NFT space.
Yeah,
You cannot sell something that's just beautiful or that has some extra value. You have to create a community around this.
yeah,
People, people after 2 years of isolation, they crave for a community. They crave for a group of like-minded people. So this is why DAOs are happening now, the
yeah,
centralized organizations,
yeah,
because people want
exactly.
to feel they're a part of something bigger.
Yeah, exactly. And the people need to feel that they've got a value on it. They are not just a small part of a chain, let's say, but they actually doing something good for themselves and also for the other people. Because if you want to receive, you need to give, right? So I think the community, it's a great point for creative minds and for this period, like after a difficult year, no, like 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's an actually good point, in particular about NFT and blockchain. It's like the future, the community and the utility will are the main things. Yeah. To
That's
say something
probably, I
else?
would sum up some main key points that we have covered today. It's just
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah,
The life
exactly.
is too short and unpredictable to not have fun,
Yeah.
especially in relation to fashion. So have fun, be considerable. You don't need this hundreds hoodie in your wardrobe. There is another ways of how to enjoy fashion without having to buy all the mass market things again. And it's all about community. So create communities around subjects that interest you. Create communities about people that you feel are talented enough to be part of something bigger, because artists, they can create, but they need support. They need people who believe in them, because otherwise this passion, this inner fire that they have, is not burning enough, and if they feel there is a community of people, if they feel they're doing something meaningful, well, then there is something even bigger to come up. Thank you very much for inviting.
Thank you to also,
Bye.
because you know what? It's my first interview in English. So you are the first English guest. For me, you, sometimes the English, the language, could be for me an obstacle because, yeah, my English it's what it is. So, but I'm happy to have this interview with you because I know you and you can make me like feel comfortable and calm. So yeah.
Next time, once I learn Italian, we can do it in Italian.
Yeah, sure.